Welcome back to the Harrier project, this time from my office. Here I got the controller. Today we want to do some flight simulation and training for the whole VTOL process. And let's explain you the controller. This is here quite normal with the two sticks for aileron, rudder, elevator and throttle. Here I got the gear. This is gear up and this is gear down. And here's the switch for the nozzles. This is a 3-position switch, nozzles down, nozzles 45 degree and nozzles horizontally for normal flight. So let's start. At first I did some modifications on the Harrier itself. When I moved the elevator, it looks like this, aileron and rudder. Also the nozzles. This shows the direction of the thrust. Now it is vertical thrust, 45 degree horizontal thrust, and also the gear can be moved. Everything nice. Here we can change the physics of the Harrier. Now there is a NACA airfoil on it and I change it to our Clark Y, which we have on our Harrier. Clark Y. Okay, here we are at the spool up time of the engine. This is a little bit too slow with 2 seconds. I take 1 second. This is more realistic for EDF. So this is my very first try. Start vertically, then bring the gear up, and then I want to do a 360 turn, but this doesn't work well. I lose one of the elevators, but I bring the plane back to the landing area. And I especially choose this area because it is not easy to land here. You have just this small stripe and all around is water, so you have to land there. Then there are also a lot of obstacles around there, so this simulates a real airport very well, I think. So this is my second try. Now I brought the nozzles to 45 degree and I'm going to fly a pattern. This was not the best. I overcurved it and have to come back. Now I brought the nozzles back to 90 degree in hover mode and bring it back to the landing stripe. Gear down. Okay. This was a little bit too late and beside the stripe. Okay, so next start. Also go up vertically. I had some problems with the pitch. This needs some fine-tuning on my fingers. So gear up again, then I want to do this turn again. But yes, doesn't work perfectly. I also put on the wind, that I have more realistic conditions, wind up to 10 km/h. So rotating the nozzles to 45 degree and flying the next pattern. This time I want to curve more exactly. You can see here is more fitting to the landing stripe. So bring the nozzles down again 90 degree, start hovering. Yes, this fits much better. Then do a cool turn, bring the gear out. Oh, I'm getting a little trouble. Yes, this is the most problematical part, to switch over from flying a plane to flying a helicopter, but it works. Okay, this looks good. And the next start, just to there. Yes, again the turn. This time just a 90 degree turn and fly a pattern from the other direction. So that this both has to be possible. That I don't fly just one direction in the pattern. Oh, okay. This was a crash. But it is easy to restart here. So next trial. Go up vertically, and this looks easy, go vertically, but the Harrier want to go in every direction, so you have to steer all the time. So I'm coming in right to the landing stripe. This looks good. Nozzles are 90 degrees, full down. Gear is down. And bring it. Oh, perfect. Oh, okay. This was good. This was good. I also started or decreased the pattern time, because on the real Harrier we will have not so much time with the battery. So everything has to fit at the first try. Go up, go horizontally, fly the pattern, come back, and bring the nozzles down again 90 degrees, and then everything has to fit perfect on the first trial, because there is no energy left. So now I do it again. Nozzles down. Okay, I was still too fast, and I did a small touch and go with the Harrier. Is quite easy, and came back and it fits. And just go up to the next trial. Here I start training hovering to the right, to the left, to the front and to the rear, just to get a good feeling for this airplane, even in windy conditions. The behavior of the Harrier is very special, and you just can get better if you do a lot of training with this. On the real Harrier you would just have a minute, just about a minute, 1.5 minutes, then the battery is empty on hovering. So this is much more effective when you do it here on the flight simulator. Here I have all the time I want. My goal is to get more comfortable with the Harrier and let this hovering become more easy, that it looks more stable, not these shaking all around. Oh, okay, there I hit a bar, and now I just have one wing, but you see it's a very good simulation. The Harrier can still hover with one wing. And where I bring it? Oh no, okay. This was close. Okay, let's restart.